Welcome to Cyber Simplified. Have you ever been on a conference call where everyone tries to talk at exactly the same time? It quickly turns into a massive, messy, confusing noise, and nobody can figure out what anyone else is trying to say. In computer networking, this chaotic overlapping of communication is actually called a collision, and it used to be a massive problem. Early networks used simple devices called hubs, which essentially acted like a giant open room where all computers shouted together simultaneously. This shared space is known as a collision domain, which is a specific network area where data packets can physically crash. When two computers send data at the exact same millisecond on a hub, the electrical signals physically collide and are destroyed. Both computers then have to pause and wait for a completely random amount of time before trying to shout their message again. As you add more devices to this single collision domain, the crashes happen much more often, bringing traffic to a painful halt. To fix this incredibly frustrating traffic jam, network engineers introduced the network switch to permanently replace those noisy, outdated network hubs. A modern switch is much smarter. It acts like a dedicated traffic cop, giving every single computer its own private, isolated lane. By giving each device its own dedicated port, a switch effectively breaks up the network into many separate, tiny collision domains. This brilliant design means devices can talk at the exact same time without ever crashing into each other, keeping speeds blazing fast. However, switches simply cannot solve every single traffic problem. They still gladly forward a special type of message called a broadcast. A broadcast is a network message meant for every single device, acting exactly like a town hall announcement over a giant loudspeaker. For example, when a new computer joins a network, it immediately shouts a broadcast asking the local server for an IP address. The entire network area where all connected devices can hear this exact same shouted announcement is officially called a broadcast domain. Switches are designed to forward these broadcasts out of every single plugged-in port, continuously making the broadcast domain larger and larger. If a network rapidly grows to include thousands of computers, these constant broadcast announcements create a massive amount of digital background noise. All this relentless digital noise consumes valuable network bandwidth and forces every single computer to constantly pause and listen to irrelevant messages. To stop these massive broadcast domains from completely clogging up the entire system, we have to use a different device, a router. A router operates at a higher network layer and acts as a strict soundproof wall between different company departments or large buildings. When a router receives a local broadcast announcement, it simply drops the message, entirely refusing to forward the noise to outside networks. By aggressively breaking up broadcast domains, routers keep local noise completely contained, ensuring that the wider internet stays incredibly fast and uncluttered. So remember the golden rule. Switches break up collision domains to stop direct crashes, while routers break up broadcast domains to stop annoying noise. Thanks for watching Cyber Simplified, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay perfectly secure and informed.